This one, the next one, is about gardening. At the back of my house, I used to have a lovely plot when I lived in Brainerd Avenue where I could grow really huge tomatoes. And this is really partly about that. But it's also about kind of things bursting with life and things that are dying. There was an old lady who lived up the street. Actually, she lived on Lawn Avenue. She was one of the long-time inhabitants of Middletown. In fact, I was told that her family had been in Middletown for a long, long, long time, to such an extent that outside their house there was a stone with the name of the family incised into it, which was Bacon. And by that time, there were two old ladies lived there. And by this time, one of them had had a stroke, I think, and she could only shuffle about with the help of a, what they call in England a Zimmer frame. I think you just call them a walker here. So while I was at the back of the house with a view of the path going to the front, I could see her at the front and I was in among my tomatoes. Some trick of decrepit flesh gives her eyes a death-wise look, a glance from beyond the grave. What such death wisdom might be, I've no idea, of course. In garden terms, evening terms, the terms by which I'm tending my tomatoes, binding here, clipping there, nimble-fingered and keen-eyed to root out weeds and tiny shoots of crabgrass, she leans, crooked, stroke-stricken, on her walking companion at the end of my driveway, a tedious old lady who's always lived on this street. Unwilling to pass me by, it seems, she croaks something down the 30 yards between us, wobbling words gusted away by the ghost of a slight breeze. I wave and smile, still crouching, catching not one syllable. She croaks again, and again I can't hear what she's saying, though I nod understanding and shout, "Glad to see you out." Now I think her silent stare is empty of all judgment, like a newly born infant's. I wish they'd go on their way, she and her companion. Which they do, unseen by me, while I'm rising and twirling, dodging and jumping about to avoid a bumblebee's interest in my bare chest. When I return to the plants, the driveway is deserted. Even though my knee joints hurt, I like crouching near these leaves. Evening brings out their fragrance, and I'm not bothered too much by the cluster of aphids I find under some of them. The many yellow flowers augur a heavy harvest. The plants are healthy and tall, outgrowing my wooden stakes. They'll be great globous beauties by the laundry basketful before fall's gone. I can taste that ripe fruit flesh already.